Welcome NAG readers, it's time for another NAG show. In this episode we go hands-on with the MSI Claw, the newest portable gaming console to hit South Africa. Cody's going to give us his first impressions. And in our first international segment, I'm going to show you some of the sights and sounds from Shenzhen, China, the biggest electronics market in the world. My mind was absolutely blown by this place, and you can almost get any electronics part you can think of and more. So stay tuned for that later in the show. Then finally, in other gaming news, I also spoke with Alex from LG South Africa about GeForce Now on LG's TVs. Yes, the app is finally available locally and supports our own local GeForce Now by Rain. So grab your popcorn and Coke, it's going to be a great show. Logo.
We feel you. There was nothing quite like paging through a new NAG magazine. The smell of those freshly printed pages, incredible game artwork, and of course, all the gaming and hardware insights you can handle. Did you know that the NAG magazine is back in print? Yes!
Grab the latest copy online. It's the 2023 annual edition and each magazine is individually numbered. You can also look forward to an exclusive poster in each magazine, and there are 2 cover DVDs with exclusive game demos, apps, and many hidden Easter eggs. Get yours at shop.nag.co.za before they're all gone. How good is your video game knowledge? Do you want to amaze your friends with deep insights and interesting pop trivia? Then try to answer some of these gaming questions in this week's Quest for Knowledge. Question 1. What new combat feature was added to Street Fighter 6 to enhance the fighting experience? Question 2. Which 2023 game allows players to take part in a high-stake heist across dynamic environments? And question 3. Which 2023 game is known for combining card battle mechanics with a rogue-like structure? So, how do you think you'll do in this week's quiz? Check out the answers at the end of the show, the very end, after the credits.
Check out this sweet little loot box we got for defeating a little dragon. Gonna open it up and have a first kind of look at what we got here. So what is the MSI Claw? Well, it's a handheld gaming PC that you can take on the go and play all your favorite games on. It's meant to fit into that handheld market we've seen growing so rapidly the last couple of years. Let's open it up and see what we've got. So this is the MSI Claw, fresh out of the box. Not too bad, I think. I expected it to be a lot heavier than I thought. Luckily enough, it's not the only thing we got in our loot box. We got this sweet little accessory kit. If you were lucky enough to pre-order, get a little bit of bonus accessories there. So let's see what we got with this bad boy. Crack it open. So in our kit, we get this fat case. This is a fat case. I did not expect this case to be as fat as this. Thought it might be like a little slim thing. Could fit into my tight jeans, so that's not gonna happen. Oh, there's a lot of protection in here. Got this cool little keychain. Cool, just remind everyone that I killed a dead bird or something.
You're rocking the claw.
Rocking the claw. Got this nice little lanyard, so in case you drop it, it doesn't hit the floor. What have we got here? Ah, and a screen protector, obviously. I mean, 101, right? This case, though, it is super padded. I did not think it would be like that. I've never seen a case with this much padding before. Got a nice little slot for your cables. Guess your headphones can fit in there. Let's see if this thing even fits in. Oh, snug.
Is additional padding on the screen itself?
Yeah, there's a fat pad on the screen, so you know I can really throw this around. So this thing fits snug in here. I mean, this is thick. There's some padding on the back. There's some padding on the screen. I mean, I can like, yeah, that's solid. This doesn't even. Yeah, I didn't even hear a crack. There was nothing. I mean, it's safe. Yeah, you know, even after a shake, I don't hear anything loose or anything like that. So I'm pretty sure the claw survived. Yeah, Not even, we haven't even put the screen protector on and there's not a crack. That's amazing. This is a good case. You should pick one up even if you haven't pre-ordered, honestly. That's a bargain. That's a great case. Yeah, so once we got the device on, it's great. Like the lights really shine, you know, the RGB on this side and on the right-hand side. The screen's nice and bright. I really enjoy that. You know, you hate gaming on a dull screen. This isn't 1993 where we have to have extra lights to play on our handheld consoles. I enjoy the cool scratch mark put on the back. That's like a claw guard into it. Very cool little feature that we got there next to the MSI shield. The back buttons sound nice. I like the sound of that. Very nice and soft, but still accessible. Yeah, rapid trigger. I'm sure there's something like that over here. Joysticks feel not too bad. There's a pretty good movement over there. Nice and smooth. I don't think they'll have any drift issues or anything like that. So, I mean, I guess the point of this thing is to play games, right? So that should be something we test. We're definitely going to jump in. Prince of Persia, new game just launched. Perfect handheld game. It's a platformer. You know, you got to run and jump, pause quickly, run to the train station, do your own little platforming, and then play again. You got to love that. Let's see how it handles it. We'll just play someone else's save. So we got the game launched. We're going to dive right in. I haven't played Prince of Persia yet, but I'm pretty good at platformers, so this should be easy, right? Ooh, it's liquid smooth. Ooh, the abilities go in there. It does have a little bit of a rumble feel, like a haptic feedback, which is quite cool. The sound is actually one of a pretty good one, you know, from what I've heard from previous handheld consoles. No, notably the Switch has kind of got a bit of a tinny sound to it. This sounds like it has a little bit more of a bass to it. I can hear the different elements come through in the music and in the action that's played. You know, the swords feel like thwompy every time you swing them. Hitting the wall or not hitting the wall. All of it feels like it's right there and right in your hands. Yeah, so those are our first impressions over here at NAG. I'm obviously going to be hugging this all weekend long. If you guys want to check out the full review of what we've got on the MSI Claw, check it out on www.nag.co.za.
I recently jumped at the opportunity to travel to Shenzhen, China, and in between the busy work itinerary and sleep, I managed to pop down the road from the hotel we were staying to see one of the world's biggest electronics market, Shanghai. The Shanghai commercial street is known the world over for its electronics markets, where you can buy wholesale electronics and components. There is also retail shopping for most of the products and components available here. The area is one of the largest electronics markets in the world. Reason being, Shenzhen is a major producer of electronics goods, and just driving around the city, you'll see the head offices for all of the big major tech brands with big signage to match. There are over 20 shopping malls located in the Shanghai Bay area, which provides about 70 million square meters of floor space. It's estimated that sales reach over $20 billion annually here, and there's something like 130,000 people employed in this area. The various malls and market spaces are absolutely wild. From the various commercial products like knockoffs or high copy, as they say, of Dyson hairdryers to the most intricate electronic components you can think of, you'll likely find it here. Although I must admit I was a bit disappointed that I did not have enough time to spend in all these markets and stores. While there are loads of toys and gadgets, finding interesting gaming hardware proved to be a bit more difficult than I'd hoped. My main objective was to get a portable handheld gaming device like an Anbernic or Ayaneo, but the options on the market floors I went to seemed sparse. I did manage to find a really great alternative with this SZD DR35 Plus, which has thousands of games across a number of retro gaming platforms. It's not quite as customizable as the model that I would hope to get, but it was a lot cheaper. So be sure to check out more on this cool little console on NAG in the coming weeks. I managed to get two of these for around 600 Rand each. Now I did have to haggle over the price a bit, but I managed to save some good money here. And it's highly advised that you do haggle for a better price when you visit here. It's a bit awkward, but you'll get through it with the first few bargains. Of course, finding the big brand console is much easier and more stores sell them. If you were hoping to get a massive deal by traveling to China, don't hold your breath. As with computer components like graphics cards, big brand electronics are only marginally cheaper and in some cases even more expensive than in South Africa. To give you an idea, a PS5 disc edition on the market we went to sold for just over 9,000 Rand, while a PS5 controller was just over 1,000 Rand. Sure, you can get a good deal here if you want, but for the most part the real deals come in with the other high copy hardware that you see. And in this case, the Apple Watch series seem to be incredibly popular here. You can pick up a lookalike device for around 500 bucks. Functionality and durability is questionable though, but these products were flying off the shelves wherever I looked around. I was also happy when I saw some really awesome robotics on the consumer floor. The Productor 2 had me in stitches. Whether robots like these will work in South Africa though is yet to be seen. For now, I guess we'll stick to Robovacs. Variety in everything seems to be the name of the game in Shenzhen Bay. If you know what you're looking for, you'll have a much easier time navigating this place. You'll find plenty of options, and you can even find some old tech here too, if you're in the market for it of course. For the most part, the high copy knockoffs of your favorite brands and products is big business here. And while most items seem pretty average in quality, there are a lot of really great products to be had here too. Not only aesthetically, but functionally as well. I just can't help but feel that Shenzhen Bay was more magical in the 90s and 2000s, when we had no idea of all the advancements in tech that was out there. Imagine seeing a portable TV for the first time. I mean, my mind was blown. Now it just feels a bit overwhelming with a million variations hitting you all at once. Would I go back? You bet your ass I would. There was something magical about that energy in the town, and if you have the money to spend, you'll find some great tech there. Logo. Last time we spoke, it was all about GeForce Now and LG TVs, and now finally we have it. It's a pretty exciting announcement. How are you doing?
I'm doing well, doing great. Yeah, no, pretty much a good excitement for people here in South Africa that we've officially launched the GeForce Now with the partnership of Rain, that being available to all South Africans.
Nice. So can you tell us, we know we've been avid followers of GeForce Now in South Africa at NAG, especially because it's such a new technology. I don't think everybody knows that it's here yet, which is quite odd, you know. But GeForce Now essentially allows anybody to play their own games on various game libraries directly on an LG TV without needing a console, which is pretty phenomenal. How did this come to be? I mean, it's not something easy to switch on, I assume.
I mean, when we look at what GeForce Now is, it is a cloud gaming sort of platform. If you want to play your favorite game without the need of a console or PC, all you're necessarily doing is connecting to a PC that's located in the cloud. And these PCs are heavily powerful, so like 3060 powered graphics cards. So you know you're going to be getting the quality of having a PC or console sort of connected directly to the TV. However, ignore the downloads or installations and so forth, because we are playing on the cloud and we get to do that directly on an LG TV.
Now, did you guys work with Rain in South Africa to make this happen, or is it just basically something you have to switch on at an LG level?
It was at an LG level because, like I say, globally we've had GeForce Now about 2 years. They just did not activate the system here locally, but it didn't make sense, right? When you're doing cloud gaming servers, you want good latency, and when Rain brought those servers locally here in South Africa, it means we can game at a 20 to 25 ms ping, and the gaming feels like it's real time, like you actually have an equipment plugged into the TV. So the moment that server got activated, it was instantly put onto the LG TVs. Services like your game quick cards were activated on an LG TV as well.
So how far does this go in terms of older TVs being switched on with this capability, and obviously which new TVs come with GeForce Now enabled?
So we're looking all the way to 2021, where if you own a full HD smart TV all the way to 4K resolution smart TVs, you are able to then get GeForce Now on your LG TV. So that's quite convenient. And also, if you look at the packages of that Rain offer, you got 1080, which is full HD, and then you got your 4K resolution. So regardless of what TV you're using, of course, it has to be smart in order to get the GeForce Now app. You sort of have the capability of playing your favorite game that you own on an LG TV.
Nice. Now, in terms of input as well, obviously, we will be using a controller. How does LG TV support this? I mean, can I just use a Bluetooth controller and hook it up to the TV?
No. When it comes down to Bluetooth Connect, you could look at your PlayStation controllers, your Xbox, even the NVIDIA Shield controllers. If those are available in South Africa, you just simply connect it through the Bluetooth connection on the LG TV. It picks it up as an input of a controller, and then you can utilize the buttons that's available on your controller to play your games and so forth. There's a full list that I'm sure NAG will be able to put down in the description which controllers are available that are compatible with the LG TV.
Fantastic. And as geeks, obviously, the other thing that's very important to us is the ability to have a good internet connection to the TV. I assume TVs these days still do have RJ45 over and above Wi-Fi connectivity as well?
Yeah, they do. We're still going over with LAN connectivity. So if you want a direct LAN connection or wired connection to your TV, you could do that. Our OLEDs, however, on the other side, they support Wi-Fi 6. So this is also much more better Wi-Fi streaming, wireless, and so forth. So that's also going to be convenient. I just don't know what it takes for online streaming your gameplay, right? When it comes down to 4K resolution, it's about 25 megabytes per second. So if you have something decent like that, sure, you can enjoy your streamlined games and so forth while you're using your LG TV.
Most definitely. I mean, the numbers you threw out there is 100% spot on. And for most people, the conversations I've had, the rule of thumb is if you can stream 4K Netflix, you'll be able to play GeForce Now, which is a pretty good metric. I mean, it doesn't take a lot to be able to stream 4K these days. So it's good to hear that it's a pretty accessible technology, even on Wi-Fi.
It is. I mean, having to maybe go on a holiday home or you're going to a hotel, it could be that these are sort of LG TVs that are hooked up. If it's an Airbnb situation, you don't necessarily need to pack up your PC or console. Just make sure you have a GeForce Now account, and then you can continue playing your favorite games while you're on the go, or if it's just a sleepover at a friend's or whatever the case may be. I think it's quite convenient having this feature on an LG TV without the need of expensive hardware that isn't really easy to access.
Yeah. It's a massive selling feature for any smart TV these days. And I'll be hard pressed to believe that gamers aren't going to absolutely love this because it's a very low barrier to entry. Parents, who want to get their kids into some gaming, easy barrier to entry. Don't have to necessarily buy that console straight off the bat.
Yeah.
So I'm very excited about this technology. But almost as excited as all the TVs behind you. Where are you coming to us from? I mean, is there a showroom that you're at, LG showroom?
Yeah, this is the LG here based in Midrand, and it showcases all the new products we have year on year. I mean, behind us, we got some OLEDs, the 77C3, we got some 55 inches and so forth. But this is just generally the showroom where we invite our clients and customers to come and experience LG TVs on a personal level.
Oh, fantastic. Now, is this open to the public? I mean, if you want to buy an LG TV, can you pop around there, or how does that showroom work?
So in terms of public, we do host on occasions sort of experience zones. So we invite and we get RSPs from the communities that they're going to come. And then we just take a walk through the showroom. And that's usually sort of headlined by the service department to showcase some of the products that we do have.
Nice, fantastic. Well, we certainly as NAG need to make a plan to get there and check out all those beautiful hardware items you got behind you. But Alex, as always, thank you so much. I'm sure we're going to be chatting again in the near future to kind of see the update on what it's been like with GeForce Now on your TVs. But yeah, I for one am very excited to check this out in the flesh. No console needed gaming on a smart TV. That's incredible.
It is indeed. Thank you so much for the chat.
Thanks, Alex. I'll chat to you again soon. And that's it for episode 19 of The NAG Show. Until the next episode, don't forget to check out all our channels across YouTube, Facebook, X, Instagram, and Game Explorers, a channel on the Ayoba app. You can also check out the NAG shop and grab your copy of the latest NAG magazine now. NAG out.